Alright guys, a quick update on the pond. As you can see, I don't know, to me that looks way clear. I told you in the last video, I've been trying to check the hardness of the water with API's test kit. And I told you it was 4 drops to change the color, which is very low, soft water. The tap water I told you is 9 drops, but who knows what's making it that 9 drops, because every time I added tap water, 2 days later you would get an algae bloom and it would be thick and green, you couldn't see anything. So it could have been iron in there, who the heck knows, but it fueled the algae growth. So you saw I drained it down and filled it back up a little bit, like a water change. And since then I bought some calcium, and I've been adding like, about 3/8 of a cup of calcium every day, which is a little bit, so it's taken a while to get higher. But as you can see, I don't know, to me that looks 90% clear. You can see everything. I know I got the rippling effect going on from that in this, I guess that's the sterilizer, so you can't see good. But let's go over here so you can see a little better. As you can see, look at the fish, you see them crystal clear now. And it looks like the algae settled on the bottom, so it's not floating in the water like it was. Who knows, maybe be dead, I don't know. I don't know if it kills it or just makes it sink. I think they said to the bottom instead of staying in the water. But now I just put in another 1/4 cup, because I only put half in the morning. Look, you can see them good now. So I guess it was around 9 drops, maybe even closer to 10 drops to get it to change, so it's much harder. I would like to get it to 12, that's what they recommend, which is 200 parts per million. Man, I got airplanes flying by like hell today. But that's what I would like to get it at. And also, hold on, let me let this go by. Like I was saying, I'd like to get it at about 12 drops, would be 200 parts per million, maybe 11, 10, 11, I don't know, either one's good. Look at them beauties. That one's black with a white head. And that one's nice there too. So if I could get it at that, and here's the other thing, the KH, the carbonate hardness, is very low. It's only 4, which is really low. That buffers the pH. They say you can't add calcium to raise the carbonate the general hardness and do the carbonate hardness at the same time. It doesn't work. It'll like fight each other. You gotta do one first and then the other. So once I get this to around 10, maybe 11 drops or so with the general hardness, I gotta adjust the carbonate hardness to get it from 4 to probably about at least 9 or something, maybe 10 drops, because that'll buffer the water so that the pH doesn't go up and down during the day. Like I told you, it would be like real low in the morning, and at night it would be so high it was like salt water. So that's what the carbonate hardness does. I'll have to work on that next once I get the general hardness going. But man, you can see, look at this. I hope it stays this way. You can see, like, remember you couldn't see in the bottom? Look, you can see the rocks down there, the barrel I put, the fish crystal clear, so it's working, I hope. Never know, it may bounce back and give me problems. But I'm monitoring it all. I'm not trying to overdose all in one shot. Some guys say do it like one shot, it don't matter. But other guys say if you do it all in one shot, you could get your bacteria, it could die off on you because it's a shock. So I'm doing it little by little, and I think that's the way to go. Yeah, you could see it, that the algae's on the bottom for some reason. It says something about that. I was reading up on it, that it doesn't float in the water as well when it's hard, the water. So that's kind of good. I'd rather them eat it off the bottom. So it's looking good, I guess. Let me get off this so I don't fall. Yeah, we had a big rainstorm last night. So that kind of lowered it probably a little bit too, the general hardness, because I have an overflow. You can see that radiator hose right there. It's literally laying on top of the liner, so once it gets high, it'll drain and like overflow instead of going through all the rock. But I don't know, guys. I never adjusted the calcium and stuff before. I kind of just let it go, and it always was, you saw my pond, it always looked murky, you couldn't see in it. And I'm running the plant here, and it's not really doing that much. I know I could put more in it, but it just seems that there's so much in the water that it's ridiculous. And I don't know what it is. I know my tap water has some nitrate in it, like 5 parts per million. It's not high. It shouldn't make this grow that much. And obviously I did a massive water change, probably about half of it, I would say. And it's not blooming only because I did the general hardness and raised it up. So that could be it. I don't know. They say you could put like in your filter crushed coral, dolomite, or oyster shells or anything like that and run it all the time. But I'm thinking, what's the point? Then you got to take it out when it gets to the point you want it at. I'd rather just dose it every day with the calcium and then it'll go up. I have 2 different kinds. I'm using pure calcium, chloride they say you could use, or you could use, and I use this too, the lime that has dolomite in it. It's basically 100% dolomite, but it has magnesium and calcium carbonate and everything. And so I used a little bit of each one so it would have like at least some trace elements in there. Man, I haven't seen my pond this clear in a long time. Just gotta, like I said, adjust that KH in a few days and I should be set. Crazy. You don't realize how much the water chemistry makes a big difference. You can actually see the one down there by the filter. And I don't even have one of those polarized lenses on here, so it's hard to see in the water, but believe me, it's way clear. I can't get over it. Whew. Anyway, guys, look at them beauties. That's what I'm up against here. It's working so far. In the next couple days, I may make another video, see what happens, because I'm still raising it up and getting the water perimeters just right. So, anyway, guys, I just wanted to share the update with you. Everything looks good. My flowers are starting to bloom over here, back in the corner. Them ones here should start soon. So this is the time of year that's the best when you own a pond, when everything blooms, all the flowers and everything's going right. Alright guys, later.